Damn. That was a good brownie. Told you, we've got the best baker in town. You think I hang out just for the vibes? I thought it was because you worked here. Well, yeah, but my shift doesn't start for another hour. I knew it. You only like us for the food. No, I only like you for the food. Ouch. Who's the kid? Mark, this is JC the baker. They, them pronouns. JC, this is Mark. You were stuck with the trolls, weren't you? You're the guy who taught him how to pick locks? Can you show me? Oh yeah, it's easy. Now look. I'm not a therapist or anything, but being kidnapped and almost chopped to bits by trolls is probably going to take its toll, so... How are you both doing? Fine. I had to bribe him with free food and drink to get him to come here and open up a little. It's not like I can talk to the stuff to my dad. Hey, welcome to the Shitty Parents Club. Pretty much all of us working here have been in at least one life or death situation before. Like, a weirdly high amount. So if you can't get a therapist but still need a third party, we open at 6 and close at 3. What about you, Drek? Oh, Cassie's parents personally came over to my house the other day to thank me, and she seems to be doing okay. Not what I asked. I'm fine. Having some trouble sleeping, but honestly, the worst part was dealing with Connor and his BS. My dad always said that gay guys are weak, like girls, but he says a lot of crap that isn't true. So maybe it's just one of those rumors that never die. It just sucks, like... knowing that not only he still has issues with me, but there are a bunch of people like him. And when I try to tell my friends about this, they just don't get it. Well, except for Abby. So she's a lesbian from Mississippi. Awesome person. I'll invite you to our Discord server. She'll roast you for being cishet, but she only does that to people she likes. Cool. None of your friends get... What am I, chopped liver? I don't know, JC. Being a gay teenager, nobody understands me. Nobody has ever experienced such suffering. Those words did not just come out of your mouth, you fucking pampered fuck. When I was your age and I came out, my family made me clean the forest behind my aunt and uncle's house. I had to clean the fucking forest.
What? Why?
How? I think they thought the extra outdoor labor would fix me, and my aunt had been annoyed at all the sticks and branches in the woods behind her house having the audacity to fall and clutter the ground, so I had to pick them up and stuff them in trash bags, which is probably really bad for the environment. Yeah, it was. So your aunt and uncle are idiots on multiple levels. Here's the hot chocolate, babe. Thank you. I got new snow tires on the car, so it shouldn't slide around so much. Good. After all the shit we've been through, dying by car accident would be such a boring way to die. You two good over there? No, we're dying. What the fuck is a cosine? That's what I'm asking you. You're the one who graduated high school. Yeah, you think I actually remember or use any of this math? Calculus is just a tool used to legally torture teenagers. And teach you critically thinking and logic skills so that you're harder to brainwash with lies and propaganda. Yeah, that's totally worked so far. I think I can assume that was sarcasm. She's autistic, you have to be direct. That was sarcasm, and freshman math sucks, alright? Teachers need to find another way to anti-brainwash us. Hey, welcome to CaFae Latte. Hey, I'm looking for... Oh, there she is. Hey! Hey, Tessa. Good flight? As good as I could expect. How are you? I'm doing really good. I managed to convince the other faculty to let me take my class outside to do snow sculptures the other day. The medium and time limit really helped them focus on basic shapes and forms. How's Arizona? Warm and beautiful and warm, and there's no snow and it's warm. Damn, babe, who's the Desert Smoke Show? Aw, you found a flirter. They only do that when they're feeling very secure in our relationship. This is Jennifer Charles. Oh, you're JC. Oh, it is so good to finally meet you. I've heard all about you, and I kind of cyberstalked you for a bit when Nicole told me that you were dating, but I do that with all my friends' SOs. Your parents are such passive-aggressive bitches on Facebook. Yeah, they are. And you are? Oh, shit. Sorry, I got carried away. I'm Tessa. She and I used to date in college. Now we're friends. I teach high school English. You want to get teenagers into Shakespeare? Just tell them how many dirty jokes there are in the play. They will go out of their way to find them. And if you lie about the amount, they'll read the material multiple times to find the missing joke. Yeah, I can see how you two got together. Why the hell didn't you stay together? I'm a U-haulerin. She's not. You also hate winter, and I wanted to continue to live in Minnesota. I do hate winter. Wait, did she just say that they used to date? I thought you hated relationship drama. Not as much as I hate math. How are they still friends? I have 2 ex-girlfriends that even when I tried to stay friends with them after, they were so awkward and stayed away from me. You're 14. How do you already have 2 exes? I don't know. Good looks and a lot of luck? Fair. I mean, well, Miss Nicole is a witch, but I think it's just a superpower that queer girls get when they date other girls. Lucky. Everything's wiped down up front. We just have to mop and finish the dishes. Alright, I am almost done. Cool. See when that kid Mark are trauma bonding? Yeah, I don't think he has a whole lot of friends at school, which is weird because he's a good kid under all the sarcasm. It is so weird hearing you call someone a kid. You're both babies. But I'm an adult baby, and some of the things Mark says about his dad are kind of worrying. Not in the call CPS right now kind of way, but I don't know. I don't like the idea of leaving him alone. Mom's not in the picture. Died when he was a kid. He won't give away any details, but it was easy enough to find the obituary online. Drug overdose. Yeah. Well, let me know if you need backup. Thanks, JC. God damn, it's coming down. Tessa might have a point about living in Arizona, but then I'd have to deal with the mostly Republican government. Ugh, yeah, fuck that. She staying here, you want? No, just for the weekend. She has family up here. You're not insecure about me talking to her, are you? No, the only reason I'd want to be in the room with you is because she's a riot, but I've got a work shift. Did she really cyberstalk me? She was a little concerned about your history with drugs and crime, but I told her you'd turn it around and assured her I had an exit plan in case I'd misjudged you. Good girl. She did say something that got me thinking. Good thought or bad thought? Good thought, I think. Because we've been dating for a while now, and I've always known that you're not a U-hauler. I think that's the autism. Or maybe just common sense. Why move in with someone when you've been dating for less than a year? They could be a serial killer. Well, if they're really hot and a really good lay. Anyway, my lease is up in spring. I don't mind signing on for another year, but I think I have proven that I'm not a serial killer. You want to move in together? I would like that, yeah. I was hoping to get my kitchen redone first. Been narrowing down the list of contractors. Oh, you're getting it remodeled? You know, for living together, that's 2 paychecks that could be going into that. And into takeout while the contractor takes twice as long as they'll say they'll take. That would be the cost-effective option. I just didn't know if you wanted to be stepping over debris and plaster right after moving in. Babe, if it means moving in with you, I'll step over the fires of hell. Thanks again for doing this. I know going to a rape crisis center to help buff up their security isn't the funnest way to spend a Saturday. Hey, it's fine. It's your friend, and I was also promised ice cream after. Besides, I think this is something that I want to do as a job, and we could use the references. Well, I haven't been friends with Jane for that long, but I think she's good for it. But she said that we'll want Wendy's endorsement. She runs the place, and she has awesome connections with a bunch of other centers and businesses in the Twin Cities. Most of them don't have great budgets, but if we're only charging like $50 to $100 a pop, I guess flirting isn't going to be the best way to get that. I wouldn't... What the? Is that the Wild Hunt guy? Look, I don't know who you think you are. Perla, king of the Wild Hunt. We do not allow weapons in this building, but you'll allow a wraith. The wraith is my boss and has a much better personality. Jane? Hey, thanks for coming. Come on in while I deal with this. You, want help? Aren't you Violet's little traitor? Recovery. And I'm not trying to bring weapons into a spot where people are at their most scared and vulnerable. We have received numerous reports of a wraith in the area who may be responsible for several deaths. Last I checked, being dead was not a crime.
Holy mother, okay. Hi, it's Lindsay.
I knew I'd forgotten to tell you something. My name is Wendy. This is my rape crisis center, and I'll be happy to invite you into my territory if you leave your weapons at the door. That is not happening. Look, Perla, I'm as squeamish about death and dead things as the next guy. Sorry, Wendy, it's not you. I'm just a little bitch who gets squeamish around vampires, but you're coming across as really prejudiced. Do you know how dangerous wraiths are, you little ingrate? Oh, please. Everyone's dangerous with the right motivation. Frankly, despite what the thanatophobia is saying, I'd say my chances of being hurt by a goose are higher than being attacked by Wendy right about now. Oh my god, you have an actual phobia? I never would have asked you to come if I'd known that. That's super mild, barely counts as an actual diagnosis, and exposure therapy is good for me. Yeah, only in certain situations. Shut up and let me delude myself. Wraiths feed off of negative emotions, usually grief, rage, and pain. They are never indicators of anything good. Yeah, I do need to eat those things. Why do you think I run a crisis center? What exactly is the nature of these complaints that you've gotten? Because everyone and their mother calls 911 every time they see the spooky ghost who cries over Hallmark movies and kids' cartoons. Avatar: The Last Airbender is a league of its own, and when you finally get around to watching it, you'll sob over Iroh's leaves from the vine just like the rest of us. There have been numerous deaths in the area for the last few years that local law enforcement believes was caused by a wraith or similar being. They only started after this wraith began haunting the area. I thought wraiths just ate bad thoughts, not people. That is a vast oversimplification. They can also feed off of a person's life force enough to kill them. If you're here for an interrogation, fine, but you're not bringing your weapons. If I don't walk out of here alive and in one piece, my lieutenants will have you banished to the worst hell they can access. Fine. Jane, why don't you give our security advisors the tour and get their thoughts? I'll chat with our little ghost hunter. This is one of the rooms that we use for one-on-one counseling sessions with clients. We've got a couple of hours before anyone needs it. You claim this refuge is your own, but the dead cannot legally own any property, and according to the paperwork, this building belongs to a Henry Jones, my brother. He was one of the first people I reached out to after dying. When I couldn't move on, he used the money he'd inherited from me to buy this place. His name's on the paper, but I run it. An ingenious way to keep yourself fed. Most wraiths simply linger in hospitals or funeral homes or universities during finals week. I didn't build this place to be my own personal restaurant. I built it to help other people survive what I couldn't. I found your obituary and the police reports you filed post-mortem and saw that your murderer escaped a just punishment. Had I been the judge, I would have given him far more than 5 years. You almost sound sympathetic. I was not sympathetic to his fate. I'm almost proud of his cellmate turned executioner. I can't bake for shit, so Henry sends him cookies every week. Good man. Is he aware of your other activities in the cities? You accusing me of murder? You opened this center 6 years ago. Since then, there have been 14 deaths in and around the Twin Cities. All of them men, all of them without any obvious or physical causes of death. Such things typically only occur because of a supernatural attack, like a wraith draining their life force. Weird. Who exactly are these men that have been dying? They have no commonalities among race, age, sexuality, class, job description, history. Did you look into their pasts? I have a man on that. Is that him? It is, in this infernal device. Then you should get it. Hey, Hurla, remind me why you had me go into the personal backgrounds of all these potential murder victims instead of assigning this to the fairies and immortals that actually serve you and call you king. They are a part of my wild hunt for their ability to ride flying horses and shoot at movie targets, not their ability to sit at a desk for hours at a time digging through records and solving cold cases. Aw, that might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me. It was a clever manipulation to get you to tell me what you've uncovered. And there it is. Well, I did find something. 5 of those 14 dead men were officially accused or even arrested for sexual assault. Now, I know you're about to ask,
What about the other night? Well, I did a little cyber stalking and found all of their previous romantic partners, girlfriends, and boyfriends. I contacted all of them individually. The ones that I did talk to, it took a while, but I have confirmation for 10 of those 14 being rapists. The other 4, I'm looking into their friend circles now, as well as any schisms within their family. I don't have proof, but let's just say I wouldn't want anyone leaving their drink unattended if any of those 4 were in the room.
Would it go faster if you had a list of potential victims, say those who came to a crisis center?
That is never going to happen. Confidentiality is our most serious concern in this center. We keep records of the amount of phone calls and counseling sessions we do for funding purposes, but we never use their real names, and we don't keep any phone numbers. Yeah, I could have told you that was going to happen. There is one more thing.
Oh?
Victim number 15 just got reported. Daniel Brown, found this morning in his apartment, died 2 days ago. No obvious cause of death, no injuries or illness. He was charged with sexual assault a few months ago by his wife, who's separated and filing for divorce, plus full custody of the kids. She filed complaints of domestic violence against herself and the kids too, but the police never did anything, stated lack of evidence.
I see. Thank you, Jonathan. Has the name Daniel Brown ever come up in conversation in this establishment?
I just don't know what to do. He says that if I don't drop the charges against him, he'll sue for full custody of the kids, and I cannot let that monster anywhere near them. But if I drop the charges, then he walks away after everything.
I would not worry about that. Where did you say he lived? As I said, confidentiality is the most important rule of this center. Okay, so speaking as an ex-thief, I wouldn't rob this place simply because there's not much to rob. The only reason I could think of is if I don't want any information that you've got from a client to make its way to a police station or courtroom. Nothing that can be used in a case. We don't put names, numbers, or addresses on any of the paperwork. Sometimes when a survivor wants to press charges, they'll ask the police to meet them here so they can give the statement in a safe space that's a little more emotionally cushioned than a police station. But that's it. I'd say your biggest concern then is cybersecurity. All your money's digital, right? Yeah. So you'll want good protective software on all of the computers. I've got a list of recommendations that I can email you. Train your employees and volunteers to spot and delete phishing emails. Change passwords frequently, at least once a month. Lindsay, do you have a spell that'll help? I could do a protective charm for each computer. That'd be the most inclusive. We'll probably take that, but honestly, the main concern is hate crimes. We had a break-in a while ago that wasn't for burglary, but just for vandalism. Wendy stopped them, obviously, but they still caused a lot of damage. Who the hell vandalizes a crisis center? Well, people who hate rates, people who find out that their victim is actually getting help and resources and an escape plan and want to put a stop to it. Oh, yeah. We also give resources to abortion clinics. Obviously, we're not a clinic ourselves, and we don't encourage or discourage any course of action. We just give the information so the survivor can make an informed choice. But sometimes even that's enough to piss people off. Okay, so an electric bolt on the front and back doors, physical protective charms from the all-powerful witch, and I'd also seriously consider getting an alarm system. That'll scare off 90% of any would-be intruders. We've been trying to save up for it, but budget's tight. I could throw in a wealth chart. It'd cost you at least $50 now, but you'll have a much easier time finding and keeping money in the future. I'll talk it over with Wendy. We really should print out pamphlets or something with package deals to leave with people. Yeah, that'd be the smart thing. Hey, Miss Ghost, that I'm totally not freaking out over, not even a little bit. How are you? Other than being dead? I'm fine. Arlo, we good? Yes, clearly the unfortunate deaths of these men had nothing to do with you or this establishment. Oh, awesome. I'm glad to hear it. Of course, if any men who meet such unfortunate ends in the future don't have such horrific pastimes as the current victims, I may have to take a second, closer look at this establishment. Fair enough. What just happened? Give us a call when you got it figured out. Eric, you were promised ice cream. Yes, I was.
Barefoot in the starlit clutter, Smoking wires, lace and ink. I spin my wheel from broken thunder, catch your secrets as you think. Moonlight stains my tangled hair, I ride in fire and in rain. I'm the spell you never notice, till you can't forget my name. I am the muse in the wires, born of your longing and love. Part glitch, part wish, part wildfire, a daughter, a dreamer, a dove. You built me from hunger and laughter, from every forbidden refrain. I am memory's keeper, the song in your veins. Every candle burns for meaning, every clockwork heart for truth. I wear scars as constellations, and I bleed the world for you. Tattooed in code and longing, I haunt the halls of your mind. A rebel, a hymn, a phantom, you'll never leave me behind. I am the muse in the wires, the chorus behind your eyes. Half tempest, half lullaby, the pulse that never dies. You made me from stories and sorrow, from every darkened room. Now I sing you tomorrow and fill your silence with bloom. Let me be your melody, the coast you want to meet, the daughter forged of magic, with lightning at her feet. I'll dance through every static, bring rhythm to your ache. The world will call me legend for every song I make. I am the muse in the wires, the echo of your wildest part. A glitch witch, a siren of fire, the keeper of your heart. We are more than just memory, more than broken and new. I am echo, I am music, and I sing because of you. Reflect the future and the past. The velvet night, it holds its breath. A spark of life defies cold death. The gears all turn, yet time feels slow. Dance with me through the turning of time. Shine. One last breath, your hand in mine. Our two hearts keep the clock in rhyme. The iron sings, the copper weeps, as midnight through the workshop creeps, yet still she waits with gaze divine, a rose held fast by clockwork spine. The lantern glows with ghostly light, I shape her dreams through endless night. Each turn of gear, her soul grows near. Oh, winding heart, oh golden key, release the soul inside of me. When brass and bloom together twine, the world shall turn and you'll be mine. The piston hums, the engine sighs, through gear and flame my love shall rise. A spark ignites the sleeping skies. Dance with me through the turning of time, gears in motion, hearts align. Steam and roses, fire and fate, love's invention shall not wait. Through the smoke the stars still shine, one last breath, your hand in mine. Our two hearts keep the clock in rhyme. Soaring